Manu. Manu. Hello, Manu. Manu.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Can you share that page with? Can you share that page with Given? That page that I showed you in the morning. That I shared with you in the morning. I don't have Given's number. I would have shared it with him myself. Just share that page with him, and let's roll it.
Okay.
Well, second to me, master. Well, seconds to me. It's a song that is coming from the one and only, the one I call Manu Olsen, alongside Given. And there's a lady's voice in there that they're gonna explain to you today. It's always a blessing when I have my brother online, and it's always a blessing when I have him right here with me. And this is a special edition of this. I don't do this for nobody, but I'll break the ice for Manu. Anytime, any day. We're live streaming on Facebook, and we're live streaming on YouTube as well. If you want to be a part of it, you could always go to the CradleRadio's pages, and you could be a part of that. I'm here today with the one and only Manu Olsen. Manu. Let people hear your voice, brother. How you doing, brother?
Hey, how's it? I'm good.
Oh, well,
thank you for having us.
Don't be humble, man. Don't be humble like that, man. You got to let people know who you are. For people who care to listen, Manu's my brother, and I'm not messing with it. This is my son's godfather right here, and Manu to me, and I tell him every time if he cares to listen, I say, Manu, you're one of the best musicians that I've heard in my lifetime, and I've heard a lot of people. I've heard a lot of people. I've got 30 years up my sleeves doing this job, and Manu just he's a breath of fresh air. And then he tells me, he's been telling me about Given for so long. I think from the very first day the Manu did something for me that I can never forget. Before Cradle Radio started, what we did was I told Manu, I said, Manu, I need a signature tune. So every time you're hearing this one that you're listening to, listen to it. Manu, can you hear it?
Yeah.
That's Manu right there. That's the man who created that beat. He created that for me over 7 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, or thereabout.
I can't remember.
You can remember. I remember, man. I remember. And I called you in the middle of the night. I said, Manu, I need a signature tune. You send me the long version. You send me the short version. Ladies and gentlemen, for everybody who cares to listen, I present to you Manu Olsen and my man Given, all the way from France and South Africa, back to back. How you doing, Given? What's going on, brother?
All good, brother. What's up?
Yeah, that's good. That's good. What's up? What's up with SA? What's going on?
Oh, man, not much, dog. SA is summer now, so we just going over spring. Hot as hell, and then it rains every time. But yeah, not much happening this side. You know what's happening in SA is that we've got a prequel, or not tomorrow, that's out already. Guess that's what's happening, brother.
Yeah.
Well, you guys have been with this album. Somebody tell me something about this album. This is the album that everybody been expecting for 10 years. What's going on with that? Manu, for those who care to listen, you want to tell them your background, and as Given is going to do the same.
Oh, man. Sure. Okay, so it would be... Okay, first, I want to apologize about my English, It's not my first language. So,
come on, Manu. What you doing, man? You doing, man? You're a world citizen. But you're South African. You're African. You're French.
Yeah.
You're Swedish. What else should I keep mentioning?
No, I'm mainly South African and French.
That's right.
I was born in South Africa.
That's
in
right.
Johannesburg.
That's right.
That we call Joburg or Josie or Egoli.
Oh,
City of Gold.
Yeah, my bro.
But I grew up in France because my father's South African, but my mother's French.
That's right.
And I was still a baby when they brought me back to France, and this is where I grew up. And I couldn't, especially in the 80s and the 90s, to go back to Africa, especially South Africa, which is so far from Europe, was not so easy, nor cheap. So for many years, I wouldn't see my country, nor my family, my South African family. I've been back when I was 8 years old. I was fortunate in a way to be there the day Nelson Mandela was free in 90.
Oh, that was
I
a
was
great
8
day.
years old.
That was a great day.
Then I wouldn't go back before 99, and then I went back to South Africa in 99, and I was living there on the east coast in Durban, in KZN. And then for 13 years, I haven't been back. I've been traveling some other places. I was studying, working. This is when I met you, man, Akin. Back in Budapest.
But you know what? When I look at my boy now, I'm thinking, listen, man, we're old, man, because when you met me in Budapest, people would think it's like 5 years, 6 years ago. That's like almost 20 years now, man. Almost 20 years. We're blessed. And Given, tell me about, I was about meeting you and Manu. I was that meeting, that the very first time you guys met that really clicked. I wanted to hear about that.
Yeah, sure. So
No, not you, Manu. I want to hear Given. Given is right here. Given.
Oh, okay, sorry. But please refer me as Trinita, as a musician. It's my artist name.
I know you're Trinita, right? I just wanted to personalize you on my show for the very first time. This is Trinita, the world-acclaimed Trinita. And Given, tell me, how did you guys meet? I want to know your background. I want to know how you guys met to be able to sustain something for 10 years until coming to fruition.
Yeah, man. So, my name is Given Surname Mota. I was born and bred here in SA. Currently living in Joburg, but I was born in a province called Mpumalanga, which is the most east province of in South Africa. I came to Joburg after matriculating, which is like after spending a while after secondary school. I don't know if people will know that.
Yeah, high school. Yeah.
Spending 12 years in primary school, and then so I moved to Joburg to study sound.
Wow.
In 2001, I think, and I stayed this side because there weren't so many opportunities back in my province. So I think what had happened was there was a place where I studied. I ended up lecturing there as a sound lecturer for a while until around about 2011, where I got retrenched. There was this whole economic recession and everything.
That's right.
In 2008. So I lost my job then. And as I lost my job, I think it was in 2012. And then I started looking for other job opportunities. And I couldn't find a lecturing job because, like teaching sound, there's a limited amount of colleges and places where you can actually teach. So I started looking for something outside of sound. And by luck, there was a studio that was opening, a new studio that was being built here in Joburg. And I got called to come and train. And then later on, after training there, I ended up working there. And Manu, that's where I met Manu, basically. We met at this place where he was a director, and I was a producer. He was a producer, like called TV, some kind of TV
Called
show.
TV. Well, he's been doing that for way too long, though. Called TV. Yeah.
So we met on a Cold TV gig that he had come to South Africa to do production for, and I was just a technician there. And yeah, so we met there. He didn't know he was a rapper or he was into music after, we clicked. Manu is a cool guy.
Yeah.
And time when we kind of had to have long braids. And I think it was him who suggested it. Like, yeah, what else you hear? Because I think there was a time when the show was kind of canned for a bit, and you were still here in SA, but there was not much to do, you know. I was like, hey, I'm doing music. I've done music when I was still a lecturer. I stopped now because I'm doing this, but maybe let's just something. Yeah, I think that's where that's that's how the
Did Manu first tell you the very first time you met? I'm African. You know, was that the first thing he said? Because when I met Manu, that was the first thing he said. I'm African. I'm like, Ma, what are you talking about?
He doesn't show immediately.
we all knew he was proper South African.
That's right.
And, I mean, their family here, so when we used to go visit his uncle, so rest in peace. We chilled with his family this time. Nah, he had to make sure we knew, you know.
Oh yeah, he had to announce himself, right?
Through that.
All right. So
Funny, it's disputed sometimes.
So what this collaboration that's taken 10 years. I would in my mind, even a kid that was born 10 years ago started walking or probably playing soccer or something. Why did he take so long, man?
Like
Why did he take so long?
Actually, so at first we decided to maybe make one song together. But I think everything was with us. You know, the stars were on our side. We would collaborate with in such an easy way, you know. And we would meet, especially when we're together, so many artists in Johannesburg, just going out, you know, people you meet in bars and clubs. But the next day they would call us, you know, and be like, okay, what do you suggest? Or sometimes we just go straight to a studio and do some stuff.
Straight from a bar to make some music, man. It was very, very, very nice.
Yeah, the energy was really special. And maybe in 1 month, we would already have a lot of tracks, you know?
Wow.
But they were not finished. Because it's one thing to start a track, it's another thing to achieve it, you know, and make sound achieved and mastered. Because obviously it's a lot of work. And then we would continue to work on this. We had some technical issues, though. It's not a good excuse, and it's terrible. But
everybody goes through that too, as well, right? Because good stuff don't come easy.
Yeah, we lost a lot of data. We lost a few computers, maybe 3. I lost 2 in 1 week because of the heat.
Wow.
Given lost a couple of them too, thanks to his son, Bobo. if I remember clearly. And after that, you know, I went back to France also. And then, you know, life, I got married. I was busy on my side. Given was busy on his side.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you. And we had this album done already a long time ago, but to really find the energy to take it out now, that's another thing.
Wow. So in terms of collaborating as a French rapper, now for those who just joining us, this is the Triniter, the man called Triniter from France, and you would have seen so many of his work, and I still have all your albums from way back as well. You know, when Manu, I mean, I don't know about if, I believe Given would have seen you on stage. When you're on stage, you're a different element. And I believe that's one of the things that drew you guys together. I've not seen Given on stage doing, you know, that production aspect of his life, but I would wish to see that one day. But when Manu is in front of the system producing, he's lost. And I've seen him in the middle of a night. Just Manu and I used to live together in the same flat back in Budapest, you know, on Christina Korut. That's a story for another day. And I see him, he's immersed in it. You two producers coming together, was there no time where you butt heads together in terms of your style of production?
Given you want to answer to that?
So, hey man, I don't know. Like, so Manu, first of all, I didn't know he can rap until I heard his stuff. I couldn't hear French at all, but I could make out some few things. Was the show that we're doing were in French, but it flowed.
Mm,
That's what got me. We like the same kind of music, you
that's
see.
right.
So it's just the language that's different.
Mm,
Um, so yeah, it was very easy to collaborate. I think if we were to sit and make music again, man, I think was the most smoothest process I've ever. I've worked with other people before, but this was that's why we had to we ended up making a lot of tracks
mm,
in a short space,
mm.
because it was fairly easy to collaborate with since he's into his stuff is old school. I'm also we almost the same age, so we'd have
Mm,
listened to the same kind of music back in the day.
mm,
As much as I do house music,
mm.
but my best love was always hip hop. You know,
That's right.
uh, yeah, and it's just but music is music in general. So for me, it didn't really matter, but it was really easy to collaborate. And also easy to work with because I've seen people working and they batting their heads against each other.
Mm.
I don't remember us having any problem. You know, like we if we were to take out a piano, we take it out because agree
Well, in
we click like that.
talking about two people of the same generation coming together to do sound the way you guys have done it, the differences in terms of eras as regards music, because before now we had the likes of Kwaito coming out of South Africa. Now you got Amapiano. Was there like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
huge difference in merging those kind of sounds coming from your generation to the present generation as of now?
Hey, so for me, so I'm uh I'm still yo man, sorry, I'm still stuck in the old school hip hop. I'm still stuck there.
Mm,
Even now, like I was stubborn like that. So I know I had to like really teach myself to adapt to the new sounds that are out there, more especially when it comes to hip hop and all that. So for this project, yeah. But as you can see, that my piano is like the biggest thing now in the world.
mm,
Uh, originates from here, but it's also got its roots from all over Africa.
that's right.
Nigeria has a bit of the sound before I'm a piano. Kind of isn't still the same sound that you get on Afro.
Mm.
It's just that different genre. But yeah, new stuff. I mean, and the other thing is if you do music and you're just doing to please people, because we did what we love, and I'm
Mm.
still kind of stuck with that. I don't know if that answers your question. But
Oh, it does. It does.
we, yeah, I'm really, I still need to learn to like this new stuff.
All right. I'm
Really,
gonna I'm gonna play BTJ, Back to Josie, and
yeah.
I wanna hear what you guys have to say about that. You know, the collaboration and how that came into being. Because the first one I laid my hands on was Back to Josie. So I hope everybody enjoys it. I'm
Cool.
gonna play it now, and then we're still gonna come back to Manu and Given. Don't go nowhere.
Yeah, thank you. Yo.
Présent, passé, présent, j'ai pas mis les pieds ici. Demeure, voilà, ici, au pied de la tourelle, c'est ici. Wake up in the morning every weekday.
This is Cradle
This
Radio.
is Cradle Radio. This is Cradle Radio.
Now, people, you can just but listen to this back and forth over and over again, over and over again. Don't try to steal any of this one, right? It's all licensed, and you ain't going nowhere by just taking it. I'm one of the very first set of people that add this music. I love it. Back to Josie. And even when I got the translation of this, I'm Canadian and I don't speak French. I try to want to learn French, but when I'm a little kid except in Poharsho, I'm on fire with my French. I know a lot of swear words, but I'm not going to talk about that here. All right. I'll say, given, what was your contribution on Back to Josie? I want to hear that. Hello? All right, he's here. All right, Given? You gotta unmute yourself, brother. You gotta unmute yourself. I want to know about your I want to know about your contribution to BTJ, Back to Josie. I know man who's talking about 13 years of not coming to his beloved country is talking about this and that. I want to know how you feel about that sound that you both created.
Hey man, so this track was like the first track we made. Like, am I right, Manu?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So it was like kind of almost a delay because we're still talking about working together and stuff.
Wow.
So I think there was a reason why I had to carry my iMac to work. I think because of we needed to get stuff off it, or there was a function like editing function that we had to use for it. So and my iMac had Logic loaded on it already. So I think we started working on it in the studio there.
Wow.
By where we were working on. Like we looked for samples, we started playing around with samples, and yeah, I think we found a sample. Once we found a sample, we chopped it up a bit. Manu jumped on the bass line. And then I think we did the bass line in basic beats, like a basic two 2 to 4, like. Then I think by that time we had finished. Went back with my PC, did a few things. When I brought the PC back, I think that's when we actually completed the main structure of the track. And then there's a lady, Kelly B, who's featured on there. She had already worked on a track that I've done, and I think it's Manu that suggested to do it as a tribute to Josie, him coming back to Josie. And this lady jumped on, Kelly B jumped on some Zulu lyrics that literally just complimenting what he's saying, she says something like, so in the intro she says she's been gone for a while, now she's back in Josie, his home, but that's literally she's talking about Manu. Basically, she did the whole chorus and the intro based on what Manu expressed to her, which was even the chorus. Literally, I've been gone for a while, been all around the world, but now I'm happy I'm back home, Josie, basically. So, but yeah, this track is actually the initial track that we started working on. And then once we got the momentum, we'll literally take the PC to Manu's place. He had already had his own equipment got through, the laptop and Reaper and all the software loaded and the mic and everything. We started working on other tracks as well. But this is like the best of Not Tomorrow.
One of the things that I know about Manu is wherever he goes, his PC goes with him, and the microphone and everything.
And the microphone.
Let me tell you the story.
Special sound card. Because it's like, hey, don't use your stuff. I've got my sound card. I've got my AKG.
That's right.
It's like proper stuff. So, it has that.
Yeah, well, let me tell you that I can. When I moved to Joburg that year,
that's right.
So I bought some laptop just before I left, okay, because I wanted something decent to make some music there. So I copied all my data on this new laptop I had.
Wow.
Then I took the flight, okay, but I fell asleep in the flight, of course, and when I woke up, I was not really clear, and we had to stop by Dubai.
Wow.
Went out of the plane, and I realized, wow, my computer is still inside.
Jeez.
I run back inside. I said, please, let me go. They said, no. I said, come on, my laptop is there. No, sorry, you can get it back later. I said, no. I said, yes, and I never got it back. So
oh my God.
I left my computer in the plane and never got it back.
Which airline is that?
Emirates.
Well, sometimes people need to be held accountable if they're not doing the best, right? I know basically because of who you are, you don't want to tell anybody about which airline it was, but I can say it will probably be Air France.
Emirates.
All right, that laughter shows me.
Right. You can contact me for reparation, no problem.
Okay. But being who you are,
I don't know. Anyway, so
being who you are. Go ahead.
The first month in Joburg, I was without a computer, and it took me some time to get a new one.
Wow.
And,
now, being who you are, I know that you're a perfectionist. Would you look back at BTJ and say that is a definition of a job done?
Okay, yeah, but it can be a problem too. So, yeah, this job was properly done, but that's also our problem. We took a lot of time to make it better, change some of the tracks. We could have released it maybe a long time ago, and it's also my fault because I always wanted to change this or that. But yes, the job is done.
Given.
Yeah,
What
man.
brought about Gunmaster, which is another track on that album?
Just gone. Yeah.
Gone. So Gone.
Oh, Gun, beg your pardon.
Gone features a lady called Leanne Kamara.
That's right.
I'm not sure.
Her artist name is Beatrice.
Beatrice, yes, Beatrice. Beatrice is a big part of this project. So is Kelly D, but Beatrice is like a really big part of this project because most of these hip-hop tracks, if there was a chorus needed, like old school style, got a lady in the production and she's a very nice, beautiful writer. This is her song, I think, if I can put it that way. She really, like, I mean, the crack of Gone and the chorus. She came up with the hook and everything, and I think it features Manu as well. But
yes.
So this is featuring.
And my brother was on the beats too.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. How can I forget that? So, this is a track that Manu kind of hated because he said, "Yeah, well, my brother produces better than me." Joking, man. So he had the beat is slightly different from what Manu could normally produce. So this is predominantly Manu's brother's production. We just jumped on with the extra elements on it, but it's between Leanne, Beatrice, who really, I think, her part contributed a lot in making out the song to be what it was.
All right, we're gonna listen. We're gonna listen to Gone now, and we'll have a feel of what these guys are talking about, and then we'll come back. We'll talk about Savior of Love. All right, stay with me. Don't go nowhere. And that's what I call a hardcore and sultry all at the same time. Gone, gone, and then Savior of Love. Given, what about Savior of Love?
Yeah, so Savior of Love was an unfinished project um, that I'd worked on with Kelly B, and we lost the files and the data for the project. So when we hooked up with Emmanuel, we had like elements of the track, and we decided to revamp it, re-record the vocals, and reuse whatever instrumentation that we had late, still, from old files. So Savior of Love features Manu, me, and Kelly D as a vocalist. Basically, this is the song written by Kelly B. I found it was a very also well written song, for it to be ignored. We have to try and remember what the lyrics sounded like before. It was a song that we had tried to make around 2009 or 2008.
Wow.
Yeah, so we had to try and remember how the lyrics were and how their song was, and try and remake it. And that's basically Savior of Love.
It took that long. It took that long.
Yeah, it's a pretty old song, and we tried and revamp it in 2013, but that's how it came out.
The beautiful part about this collaboration, and I must say, we will be bringing this guys back, hopefully with Killer B as well, and all the participants in this album, so that we can all place a face to the name. And I want everybody to know, Given is one of the most prolific producers coming out of South Africa, and I don't know how you can lay your hands on them. Good things are not just easy to come by every day. So definitely. And Savior of Love is something that I wanna hear, I wanna sample, I wanna hear from back to back. But what I realize about all of this, especially the tracks that I've been given with this album, is that it's got this sultriness to it, but yet the hardness comes from somewhere. Manu, where does your hardcoreness come from?
Come again?
The hardcore part of you. And I'm not saying Manu now, because Manu's the calm guy. I'm talking about Trinita. Where does the hardcore version of Trinita come from?
From the same place, man. Yeah. I guess I'm a sensitive guy. And so even on my French projects, I would always put, or maybe at least try to put my heart on the table when I write or when I compose. But in this context, for Not Tomorrow project, there was something probably deeper. And since I was born there, and all this time missing the country, being far from my family, and being far from this country, which was mine, but which I didn't know that much, to find it back, to be welcome the way I was, because it's true. I was lucky enough to make very good friends, such as Given and a few other ones. Yeah, it was very special and very warm. There's a lot of love there.
Now, Given, if you want to look back, would you say that young man born in a small village, between Hazy View and White River, is still the same man, or the situations in life itself has changed your perception and hence the kind of music that you produce?
Well, I think where I come from kind of resonates a lot towards who I am at the moment. If you ever get lucky to come through South Africa, you'll probably end up having to pass through Hazyview and White River because that's where the crux of Kruger National Park is. Sorry, I'm advertising South Africa at the moment. But it's a very cool place. It's a chill place, and I think that gets reflected to who I am at the moment. I'm a reflection of who I was back in the days. So I don't know. I don't think. Obviously, now I'm staying in Josie. It's totally a different place from where I'm from.
Right.
Where I'm from is chilled. It's almost like it's a small town. Everyone knows each other. Everyone says hello to each other. Here, it's like it's different. But so I think the man that I am today is a pure reflection of who I was, how I was raised, and the people that I grew up with as a boy. That resonated a lot. I had to learn a bit of harshness and a bit of streetwiseness coming to Joburg, but I've not lost. I think I've not lost a lot of who I was before, and the type of music I'm listening to is influenced by the type of music I would have listened to when I was still in high school. Because that's the so if it's hip hop, it's the music I listened to when I was in high school. If it's house, it's the type of music I was listening to. If you listen to Savior of Love, it's still the old school house. It's not. It's the stuff you'll have heard around the late 90s, early 2000 type of stuff.
Now,
so I don't know if that answers your question.
I love that. I love that. I want to just wrap this up because I know we're spending even over an hour without even realizing it doing this, and I want to now for the benefit of music, I call you Trinidad, but you're Manu Trini, but Trinidad. People will want to listen to this song. I know you're not that guy who goes commercial with your stuff. How can people lay their hands on the song? On which portals? On which channels? On where can people find the songs? Is it on download, a stream? Is it? I want to know the whole 9 yards before we end this with Savior of Love.
So far, it was not released. We just released Back to Josie and Soldiers in My Head, and its instrumental version. We did that on purpose, just to start the hostility.
Okay.
So these two tracks are available almost everywhere. On every platforms like Spotify, Deezer,
all right.
Apple Music, YouTube. And people will have to be a little bit more patient for the rest, but it's coming.
All right. So for people who want to get in touch with you guys, right? Let's say, for instance, Given, you want to give us your handle of some sort so that people can reach out to you if there's need for that.
So for the project, we're using Not Tomorrow. I'm trying not to mix things up. But given the budget, we are Not Tomorrow. Manu can share the things for it. But it's Not Tomorrow because of the project name stuff. But we're trying to avoid mixing personal stuff with the business stuff.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you're focused on the music, the album itself.
Yeah. So the album is Not Tomorrow. We called it Not Tomorrow, and right now we just released Not Tomorrow prequel, which is only the beginning of what we're releasing, and we are under the names for this project of Given Mota and Trinita.
That's right, Given Malta and Trinidad, and that's a name that you guys got to look out for. And the part 2 of this interview, we'll be bringing in, both Trinidad, both Given, and even the ladies that did a lot of this vocals. And definitely, we'll be giving you the visuals so you can, place a face to all of these guys. So when you're signing their autograph, you can tell them you kept their videos as well. I'm going to round it off with this particular one, this music. And I'm blessed to be one of those that have like 6 tracks or 7 of this tracks already of this album. They're only pushing out 2 for now.
Yeah, more.
But I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be doing that, all right? Trinidad, I want to say
very much.
Thank you very much for the patience and being here and giving. Definitely.
Thank you, Akin, for having us.
I love your work. I love each and every sound that I'm hearing as of now. I'm still immersed in this, and I just want to say keep up the good work, man. Keep up the good work, and the world appreciates you, and that music, that's a gift of yours. I pray, as an African of biologically, I'll say the good Lord will always keep you guys and not take away your gift, if you know what I mean.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
God bless
there are many people who we didn't talk about, but we'll have time for that.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. That's why I would, hopefully I will bring you back, and then we'll have the visuals and people can see you guys, and we would invite the other people from wherever they are to join in on the show, and people can talk about their experiences on this album as well. But from the studios of Cradle Radio, we will be talking about all the people that featured on this album. Not Tomorrow is everywhere. So go listen to it, enjoy it, and enjoy the best coming from that. This is one that you're not going to have a hang on for now. It's called Savior of Love, from the duet, the collaborative geniuses, as I'll put them, of the man Trinidad and the man Given. God bless you guys, all right? Stay safe.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye, man.
Yeah, take care.
Peace.
The home of all things Africa.
I've been on my own for so long, didn't even have a friend, and I thought it was okay to be alone, couldn't see the use of having a man, till I saw you, it was like a dream come true, when I met you, I knew that it was meant to be. Is it because I've been lonely for so long that when you showed up, I just dove into your arms without a care in the world? You opened my eyes, you opened my heart. You were my savior of love. You opened my eyes, you opened my heart. You were my savior of love. I still can't believe it's me going crazy over you like this. I thought being alone would set me free.
For those just listening, for those just hanging in there, I want to say thank you to the one and only Trinidad, and I want to say thank you to the one and only Given Martha. Beautiful, beautiful souls in there. I love that aspect of it, having to bring them on and having to do what we do best in live radio. And radio, TV is all in the woven now. This is a song called Savior of Love. Savior of Love. Watch out for that one. Not Tomorrow. Not Tomorrow project. You gotta tell your friends about it. Love this one. Look at it, look at it. A little bit of salsa. A little bit of dance in there. Oh, my God. I want to say thank you to everybody that's been a part of this. I'm going to chop this in pieces, and I'm going to roll it online. You're going to have a feel of it, hear the voices. It's always a pleasure doing this, man. This is what we are here for. Have a great time and push great music out there. My name is Akin Lawyer. I'm out for the special broadcast. Live transmission returns on Cradle Radio. Don't go nowhere.
Wake up in the morning every weekday and join Akin Lawyer on Cradle Radio.
This is Cradle Radio.
This is Cradle Radio. This is Cradle Radio.
This is Cradle Radio.
This is Cradle Radio.
This is Cradle Radio,
The home of all things Africa.